It's the Jobbers Tears Podcast.
Welcome, fellow jobbers, to another phenomenal episode of the Jobber Tears Podcast. As always, I am Janelle from HR, here with Sir Wilkins and Mr. Black. We always want to thank those that are watching on the live feed. What? Oh, on my phone? Oh, I gotta drain my battery? What if I was trying to get around home? Thanks. Please hold, everyone. Put on battery save.
I know they're on Leo's phone.
So I'm gonna take pictures.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine. Look at him height.
It's my boo fake. Shucks and...
She's definitely married.
Okay.
Take it from me, you don't want somebody that's married. Alright. What? I'm trying to save y'all do my life lessons, okay? Just saying. What?
Okay.
I'm
All right.
To be fair, I didn't know. To be fair.
I'm gonna pick my beer.
Oh, everybody take a sip now. But as I was saying, thank you so much to those that are watching on the live feed. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Please tell a friend to follow us on our Instagram page. Hello, people, human beings. Follow us on our Instagram at the Jobber Tears Podcast. As always, you can subscribe to our YouTube page. How many subscribers are we at right now?
362.
All right, the goal is I think 500 to the end of the year. So tell a friend to subscribe. I don't give a damn if they don't even watch a damn video. Subscribe to the goddamn thing and press the alert. So even if one day they decide, oh shit,
something if we get 500.
throw a party.
Yeah.
I like parties. But we'll talk about that once we get closer to the 500 mark. We also wanted to give a special shout out and thank you to our friends at Battle Club Pro. This past weekend, we celebrated their 2-year anniversary in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. It was their last show in New Jersey because they are coming back home to New York City in 2019. There's so many things in store from Joaquin and the team at Battle Club Pro, so thank you so much. You can catch all of our clips or anything, pictures on our social media, but also you can catch my amazing interview with my new BFF, Big Swole Ariel Monroe. She's like who I aspire to be if I was a wrestler and hanging out with other wrestlers. She's like one of the coolest wrestling chicks I've ever met in my life. So it was my honor to really interview her and just kind of be just one-on-one with her and really candid and really laid back. So shout outs to her. And also this Sunday, those that are watching on the live feed, Evolution. It's Evolution weekend, whether you like it or not. I am co-hosting.
The biggest house show, most expensive house show all year long.
It's not
the most expensive house show all year long. Trash ass pay-per-view.
Okay, now
I ain't talking because there are a bunch of chicks on it. It's because the promo was trash.
Time out. What is that?
He was laughing.
That's a hype. What the fuck is orangutan?
I'm working on it, okay?
Well, it is a work in progress, but what sound is that?
What was this one?
Wait, is that his laugh?
I try to get something close to my life. I don't get a jerk.
Oh, that sounds like him.
Oh, it does. Oh.
So that's why I was like, yo, you recorded him and like remixed it? Like, what is that?
I should do some creepy status like that.
That's actually really creepy. Do not do that. So as I was saying, this Sunday before, if you decide to go to Evolution or not, me and the ladies of Lucy T, Chrissy, and Alex are co-hosting a all-female brunch. Sorry, gentlemen. But we just want to get the ladies that are in town and that live in the New York City area together for some brunch. You can hit up me for more information. You can look on eventbrite.com for tickets. Tickets are on sale up until Friday. So those that are watching on the live feed, tell a girl that you know that likes wrestling, loves a good brunch, loves some mimosas to come out and just shoot the shit with us and talk about some wrestling before Evolution. If you decide not to go to Evolution, which is held out of the Nassau Coliseum in Long Island, you can go to either Legends, where Sir Wilkins will be for the
Dead ass girls, what up, niggas?
Those are girls. Hey, girls.
I will record it November 6th. That's how, yeah.
Oh, thanks for the okay. Thank you. As I was saying,
It's a Sunday. What?
oh.
Where at? Alright, cool.
Oh, okay. As I was saying, Sir Wilkins, a part as Jobber Tears Podcast, and along with Yup, I Like Wrestling, we'll be doing a viewing party at Legends. Are you gonna be there Sunday too? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So both the boys will be there at Legends. And then if you are
you come one time, not jerk off before you get there.
Whoa.
What?
What?
Bro, I don't come for the pre-show. Well, now actually I'm
See, so that's the reason why you the nigga that we gotta stop. Like, there's nothing wrong with the pre-show.
Listen, I'm the worst now, right? I don't watch no matches with Iconics. I don't watch no matches with the little Australian girls. I don't.
Those are actually the same.
Those are the same people.
Oh shoot, yeah, right. No matches with them. I don't watch no matches with the Riot Squad.
That's
no
terrible because Ruby Riot.
You know what it is? No. You know what it is? They're gonna lose, and they lose like the most.
You don't know that because I think it was 2 weeks ago. Riot Squad actually won.
What?
And then actually, did they win that when what's her face got her concussion?
No.
But no, like 2 weeks ago they won.
But like, come on.
Don't fake the funk.
That's
Keep the
the
same
same
energy,
matches
bro.
all over
If you're gonna watch it,
Yo, this
so
is a
let
trash
them in.
review, B.
It's not relaxed.
It is.
Okay, well, what we're not gonna do is we're gonna spread positivity as the boys of New Day do. So don't do that.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Up top. All right.
Y'all call me.
You're mad? You mad?
Oh yeah, this is
So, give it to Leo. So, actually, we were going to jump into our first topic of our opening segment, Behind the Rollers position. But I do want to chit chat with the boys. Over the weekend, it seemed like NBA was taking a page out of WWE. So, if you did not know, it was Houston Rockets versus the LA Lakers. And boy, oh boy, does Rondo have some hands on him.
Because Rondo's disrespectful.
He can keep his
spit on
hands.
somebody, son.
Allegedly.
No, the Rockets set the tape out and it shows Rondo spitting on him.
I mean, allegedly.
No, he spit on him, son. Rondo's mad disrespectful and Chris Paul should have killed him.
yeah.
I mean,
But Rondo has like a 7-foot wingspan and big ass fucking hands. This nigga, his hands
Like this.
His hands are the size of that radio, B.
And he said that, yo, he may be the best point guard, but I got hands. I was like, what?
He said that?
Yes.
see?
He said that?
That's disrespectful, B.
He's wild.
He's
But
just-
we know who the most
who was the
disrespectful?
other one that came from behind?
Ingram.
So he was the one that caught the most suspension games, which I thought was
He
interesting.
started, my nigga.
But you have to understand, Ingram's like on some, yo, we ride together, we die together.
No, not LeBron, no, because LeBron fall to the side.
LeBron said, nigga, you better than this.
Nigga, you better than this. Yo, we get money together.
Actually, this person was gonna go on the list this week, but fucking Carmelo Anthony's ass. Looking like, you know the nigga that's on Dave Chappelle, like that skit where the guy, he does the robot and he's always in the middle of the room, awkward as fuck doing the robot. That is Carmelo Anthony, because if you look on the fucking video, that nigga was just standing still.
Well, hold up. He was at Malice he was at that fight. Remember when the Knicks versus the Nuggets? He tried to get that nigga suspension again.
He did.
I'm trying to go back down that path.
It was Nate. It was Jared Jeffries.
Was J.R. Smith in there?
Yes.
J.R.
Smith wanted that smoke.
J.R. Smith is always about that fucking
So, Carmelo Anthony's not going down that path. So he was like, he kind of was like,
no, but I would rather respect because what's his face? Harden just walked off. Like you didn't even see him. Like he was already walking
But you
off.
have to understand, Melo
was dead ass in the
all
middle.
All you care about is
and
the
didn't do a fucking thing.
box all day. And hookah. That's all you want to do.
You said Melo just cares about eating box.
Okay, wait. First of all,
platinum.
I just want to know when did Carmelo Anthony become Spanish because his wife
He's
is
Puerto
Spanish?
Rican. Puerto Rican.
That's terrible. But that doesn't mean all Puerto Ricans eat the box, no hookah, or
95%.
Yes, eat platinum.
95%. Tell me a Puerto Rican that doesn't eat platinos, smoke hookahs, and eat box.
all right. Those are the
Tell me a Puerto Rican that don't do that.
Those that are watching on the live feed.
And I ain't mad at them.
I'm not mad either.
I'm not mad at them, but Puerto Ricans eat the box,
But I'm just
smoke
saying-
hookah, and eat
But I
platinos.
just-
And try Honda Civics.
Okay, the Honda Civic shit I can co-sign. But I'm just saying they're
Nigga,
not.
all the drive Honda Civics.
Yo, but
every year.
I'm just saying they're not the only ones to eat box, smoke hookah.
But they're known to eat
Exactly.
box, smoke hookah, and
I feel
eat
like
platinos.
Dominicans are more known to eat the box than Puerto Ricans are.
No! Puerto Ricans eat the box like animals, son.
Exactly.
And the girls are nasty.
Oh, it just got awkward silence in here, huh?
It's just...
Yo, come on.
You have a story?
Let me say in the group chat, they love them dark-skinned people.
Ooh!
They love the dark. They just
Anywho,
take you home to daddy, son.
Exactly.
How ain't gonna like it?
that's a bit much.
Yeah, you put
But
it
all
anyway.
right,
Put it in the ear.
our
the nose.
OMG moment this week. What?
That's not nasty. You put it in any hole, B. The ears, the nose, the
That's
eyes.
wow. 2020, 20 by 20 podcast. Thanks so much for joining us.
They in the Dominican?
Who?
Are they in the Dominican 2020 podcast?
20 by 20 podcast. Are you of the Dominican ethnicity? answer below.
Ain't he Dominican? No, I swear he's Dominican, B.
But I feel like I feel like he has another partner, so I don't know if him and his partner.
No, they're both Spanish, D.
They're both Spanish. Doesn't mean
They're both Dominican, my niggas. 2020 podcast is Dominican.
20
might be Dominican and Puerto Rican, son.
Anyway, so we're
Puerto
going.
Rico's like, yo, I do eat a lot of box.
I eat a lot of box. I drive a Honda Civic, and I
The
smoke
Honda
hookah.
Civic is the only thing I can
only
only cope.
That's more Dominican.
That's
Honda Civic.
The Dominicans, we love hookah, son.
No,
hookah. Yeah, hookah.
Dominicans love hookah, son.
Love hookah.
So that's what I was doing all the time.
Yo, they have hookah in their car.
They're Dominican.
How?
They-
So I told you, son. I told you that nigga was Dominican. I smell Dominican when I see them, son. I smell those Dominicans when I see them. Because I'm Haitian, son. We neighbors. They don't like us. We don't like them, but we love them.
Yeah.
And we love their women.
Love them.
Clearly. But all right, we're going to move
Shout out to y'all,
on
son.
to our. Now we're officially moving on to our opening segment, Behind Gorilla's Position. In our OMG moment this week, we would have touched upon it during our Raw's recap, but we're gonna just talk about it right now since it is the hottest thing talking around among the wrestling world. The big dogs fight. So on a somber note, Roman Reigns opened up Monday Night Raw this week to not only relinquish the Universal Championship, but also to announce that he is stepping away from the ring for a little bit because he has been living with leukemia for the past 11 years and it has come back now. So he, if you don't know, leukemia is a very serious form of cancer, but he never specified because there are different types of leukemia. So he can, treatment can go from, various of months to almost up to 2 years. So because of the uncertainty of his career right now, he had to not only relinquish the title, but he had to step away from WWE completely, and it left everyone in a very big shock. Rhode Island, I don't think went into Monday Night Raw thinking they were going to get that big of a surprise, and I don't think no one in the wrestling community thought they were going to get that kind of news. And as everyone knows, I'm not the biggest Roman fan, and there's a difference between Roman Reigns and there's a difference between Joe.
Thanks to Hogan.
So, right, there's a difference between Hogan and there's a difference between Terry. So, Roman Reigns, the character, everybody has their opinion, but once again, at the end of the day, humans are humans, and we do want to send our prayers to Roman Reigns and his family. Everyone was tweeting, even from like Japan, Kenny Omega, even Ciampa tweeted. Even though it was just like hearts, but he tweeted. He typically stays in kayfabe all the time, but he even tweeted. So everyone.
Sorry.
I was like, that's awkward. Stay in the lane.
Thinking you died. Stay down. There's nobody saying
What? What are you trying to say? But as as I was saying, it's a super surprise and unfortunate set of events that's happening to Roman. But once again, we do want to send prayers, and we hope that he does come back. Sometimes with illnesses and things like that, you never know the outcome of certain things. So my question to you guys to start off is your thoughts. Like I don't know what else questions, since it's that really level of uncertainty, I can't say when Roman comes back, is he still gonna get booed? Is he gonna get the biggest pop of his life?
He's getting the biggest pop of his career.
He's never getting booed ever again.
Never boo him ever again, son.
I mean, never say never.
No.
I can't boo him, man.
You can't boo him, nigga survived cancer.
So my question, actually, I do have a question then. My question to you guys is that, and it's something that's been not bothering me, something I've been thinking about talking with other wrestling fans. If it was someone else, would you feel the same way you feel about Roman?
Yeah.
Announcement.
Go first.
Yeah. It's at the end of the day, things like that of that magnitude, where it's involving somebody's life, you gotta have no type of soul and not to feel some type of way.
Yeah.
The reason why it was on such on a grand scale is because he's the champion. He's the top guy in the company. So that's what we felt was it. But anybody saying that and announcing that, you're gonna feel that way.
Okay.
And it is what it is. The dude has cancer.
Yeah.
Well,
he's been living with it.
He's been living with it for a long time, and
so
it depends how it comes back. Usually, it means that it's a part of his body that's weak. That's why it came back again. So you just pray for the best at this point.
Yeah, and I mean, not to say anything, but definitely was, researching and doing different things and checking other websites online. Like, honestly, the younger and healthier you are, the better you have a chance at beating it. So, I do think there's some positives. You gotta have the positivity to really fight, period.
No, of course. I ain't gonna lie, because we spoke. Because I was heading home. I was like, that was my first part of Raw.
Yo, I was shopping and people were like texting me like, yo, I'm crying. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
so my boy who lives in Florida, we went to junior high school together. So he's a huge wrestling fan. Like, I'm talking about like belts. Shout out to Alfred. He hit me on the messenger on Facebook. And he's like, this shit is fucking whack. And the last shit I said to him was like, yo, check out my last episode of my podcast. So, when he said that, I was like,
nigga, what?
No, I was like, yo, what's so whack about it? Give me some feedback.
Okay.
And then he was like, no, it's not the podcast. The podcast is great. Roman got cancer. I said, nigga, you lying, bitch.
Right.
I said, what?
My homegirl put on my Facebook status and like on my Facebook wall, like, yo, I'm about to cry. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then in our obnoxious group chat, I was just like, what is everybody hitting me up? Like, mad people started hitting me up. I was just like, what is going on? Because I wasn't home. And then to find out the announcement and they opened Raw that way, I was like, well, this is about to be the saddest episode of Monday Night Raw ever. Up until the last 5 minutes of the show, which we will talk about during our Raw recap. But Mr. Black, your thoughts on this unfortunate set of events to Roman Reigns?
It's sad. Like, don't get me wrong. I always defend Roman. Like, I respect Roman for his work that he put in. He got to put in a position where you might be stupid to refuse to be the top person in WWE. If somebody sees something in you, you believe in yourself that you could be that person, work hard towards that. He gets a lot of hate. But when I get the hit up like, yo, Roman got cancer, I'm like, yo, why you lying for, B? Like, yo, who lied like this, B? Like, yo, why you lying so
like,
much?
who made you? Why you lying?
Son, like, yo, get off my jack, son.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, you got cancer? Yeah. I was like, nigga, I have cancer, B? And I felt that, B? Because that's the moment when the lines definitely blur to the point where, like, you want Joe, the person, to succeed in life.
Right.
You want Joe, the person, to beat that disease. Like, like, I know where he's coming from, but like, you don't know if you're gonna really survive the next day because you got like a crazy disease and stuff like that. So, like, my personal situation, like being in the hospital for a month and a half for a disease that I couldn't even like control, whatever, it sucks. Like, I beat it, I'm healthy, I'm better than ever, but if I could beat it, he could beat it. So no matter what he had, this cancer thing, he got it. But the one thing that really offended me, I look at other wrestling groups, people's like, oh, that's good for him. He got cancer. Oh, now like how do you know someone that actually? I was like, nigga, suck my dick, son. Like you're wildin', son. People hitting me up. Oh yeah. So since I was like, yo, listen, we're not worried about him. We're worried about him as a man, him as a person. Like I didn't even get to watch the rest of the Raw. I saw the recap of it, but it's just like overall, it's just like. Raw was great, but just like the damper you put on it.
No, it was super sad.
The damper you put on it.
5 minutes.
Yeah. It was like a super damper to it, the whole situation.
Like even
just, like
if you look back, you can even look like when Nia came out, you can see like she's super sad when she comes out, and then she smiles. She's like does a smidge of a smile, but you could tell the whole locker room. Really.
And they said how that no one knew when like we found out, the locker room found out. There was just like they around said it sucked the whole air out the room. Cause they got cancer, B.
Yeah,
and also he's the leader of the locker room.
Yeah.
He's like what Undertaker is to the locker room.
Yeah, and he's well respected. And the fact that, this is what kills me. Like, if people really had a problem with the champion, he would not be the leader of the locker room. So.
Well, no, being a leader of the locker room and being champion are very two different things.
I mean, of course, but obviously, like him being a leader, you don't see nobody on the roster complaining about him being champion. They understand that if he makes money. I'm making money.
Like,
if I do a promo with him, okay, regardless of this though, but
he pushes the company though.
He does. And the fact that he is what LeBron is to the NBA. He's definitely that to WWE.
No, I definitely think Cena's a LeBron of WWE.
But LeBron's more like Cena's more like the old school, because he's from that old school.
He's more Kobe.
Yeah, Roman is LeBron because he understands the culture now. He understands that he be on up, down, down. You don't see Cena on that because he's not really his thing. Cena's more militant. This dude's on up, down. He's doing stuff that everybody in the current generation is doing that. But you have to understand, like LeBron, he's being a leader for today's time. This is why that they chose him to be the locker room leader because he understands everybody. So
and he has a pedigree. So
exactly.
he's cut from that pedigree.
Well, the family name definitely
strong. You know what? I knew they were all related, but nigga, that tweet that the Uso sent out, I was like, but y'all really are like family.
No, they grew up there.
They grew up like this.
Like, it was crazy, and I know we have to say something, but there's one thing that I don't know if it's kind of ironic or kind of crazy. I listened to Lillian Garcia's podcast, and Bobby Lashley was on. It was like an older episode. I was like, oh, listen to Bobby's on this shit. I love fucking Bobby Lashley when he speaks. And he said something really profound about Roman. He said that when Roman goes, because he was talking about how nervous he gets out there when he goes out to the ring, and how Paul Heyman helped him out. I was like, yo, enjoy the moment when you're out there. Stop trying to rush through the thing. Just enjoy that moment when you go out there. And he was talking about, he's like, yo, one person that definitely does, I don't care what nobody says about him, blah, blah, blah. Roman Reigns goes out there and enjoys that moment. You know?
Oh yeah, I mean, even from the boost and the cheers,
but
soak that shit up.
It was really profound because, and I've been through this, you've been through this. When your life flashes before your eyes, which it did for him 11 years ago when he did have leukemia the first time around.
You enjoy life better.
You enjoy those moments.
Yeah.
And when I heard that he had leukemia 11 years ago, I was like, yo, this all makes sense what Bobby was saying. How when he goes out there, he enjoys that moment. He may not be doing it on purpose, but because he saw his life almost get cut short, he always goes out and enjoys the moment he's in that ring. And you can kind of see that. Like, he takes it all in.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, it may not last forever.
Yeah.
And that mentality of what he
just,
has. And
that's just across the board.
Yeah, so that was so profound when I heard Bobby Lashley said it, and then literally that an hour later, after that, I listened to the interview, the Roman
announcement came out. But once again, we do wish, best wishes to Roman Reigns and his family through this very, very difficult time. You know, as you know, once again, there's a difference between Roman Reigns and there's a difference between Joe, the guy. So you have to always keep that. That's mad random. Like, the fuck?
That's what they say though, and they go like this.
It's so funny because Brandon and Danielle does that.
What?
They call each other goose because it's like a sign of like brotherhood, like a brotherhood. So they call each other like when we're in the car and he said, "Yo, goose," and I was like, "Nigga, y'all not the goose. So what the fuck is she doing that?" But then when I thought about it, I was like, it's a sign of like brotherhood. So I was like, all right, cool.
So they call themselves the brothers. Oh! The Usos, the brothers! Oh!
So
Yo, that's fly. That's fly, B.
Anytime, like,
I thought that was their last name. I'm not even over dumb nigga. You know, I'm mad dumb. Oh, that's just fly though. The Usos, the brothers. Yeah, I didn't know the Usos had brothers.
Oh shit, that's I'm about to go to Hawaii because I fuck with Samoan.
That's mad funny. But all right, we're going to on to
I should marry like Samoan woman too.
What?
It I'll pick you up like this and give you head.
Wait.
But
she's
she's big though. How you gonna do that?
She gonna pick
No, that's why I had to stop. Because I had to replay it in my head. I was like, wait, how are you picking her? Like, I was like,
she gonna pick him up.
But then I realized he said she's gonna pick me up, and I was just like,
sure.
But wait, she's gonna pick you up and you're gonna give her. She's gonna give you head.
Yeah, it's like this.
So she's gonna pull you up like that.
Boy, did you see me do this
So
or this?
So you're gonna be dunking your dick in her mouth?
Yes. Dang.
oh god.
Okay.
I mean, I pick her up too in your box too.
All right.
I do the same thing, you know. I'm strong. I'm so strong. Shoot. She's like, oh my god, you're so strong. Pick her right up.
Wait, has someone told you that recently?
What?
That you so strong?
Come on, that's not the point.
Don't act like that.
That's why he feel himself. That's why he's saying that shit. Oh, you so strong. He's like 2 weeks ago.
Guess what? Because someone done told you that shit very recently, within the last 90 days.
You know, like it was my coworkers. You know, the older ladies. You know.
You smashing your coworkers?
No. No.
You would be the nigga Tasha Cole.
Yeah.
Be some old black chick like 45.
Like, yo, let's go to the back room.
and that still goes to fucking
Ain't
shadows.
nothing wrong with it, but I'm
Just
just
give your
saying.
paper cut with the mail, like,
I mean,
ooh.
Okay, paper cuts are not sexy at all.
It's not, but like I'm saying that like
not?
she
Like
got
a little
the
blood?
What?
No,
Little blood.
You paper cut your girls when you have sex with them?
that is not okay.
No, it's like a new idea.
It's
Wow.
a terrible idea.
I got it from Randy.
So, Superstar Spotlight?
Randy.
Yeah, give them how he was doing that to Jeff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Superstar
But those
Spotlight?
are two guys. Yeah, we're gonna move on to our superstar spotlight. That goes to no other than the Puerto Rican striker, Miss TASHA STEELZ.
Dang, I should got some Puerto Rican music like the bodega music. Come on, you know bodega music?
You know bodega music too.
Yeah, but you probably have somewhere on your phone.
No, I don't.
Bodega 1, Bodega 2,
No.
the ultimate.
First of all,
bodega
everyone
mix.
knows, as everyone knows, I am half Cuban, but I play Spanish music on Sundays. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bodega mix.
No, it's not a bodega mix. It's either salsa or bachata. It's not
Bodega mix
bodega.
volume 1.
It's not bodega mix.
I
It's
fucks with
or
bachata.
reggaeton. There's some reggaeton songs I fucking love. I
You
can't.
heard that new Bad Bunny with Drake?
I don't like that song.
What's that song
It
with
was
like
good.
Drake is speaking Spanish?
Jonathan,
That's bad. That's
It's
Colombia.
a Bad Bunny.
Oh,
Yeah.
and after he raps he raps, then after that, at the end, like he said some Spanish stuff.
Yeah.
That song is fire.
Yeah.
There's other, actually it's way better Bad Bunny songs.
Yeah, we know you have someone with Ric Flair too.
Yeah.
He does?
Yeah.
Ric Flair's rapping?
No, he doesn't
No.
know. Woo!
Yeah, he's just doing it. Anyway, so Miss TASHA STEELZ, who actually
So,
was
so
also.
how you say woo in Spanish? Woo. Like, how you say woo in Spanish?
Fuck what I know.
No, that you gotta like,
That's a bird call.
I don't know. Listen, you Spanish.
Once again, why would I know that though?
Because it's what?
Because you spit. That's name is Garcia.
Yeah.
That's not
You have the
yo.
most aggressive Latin
Yeah.
Spanish name
Garcia.
here. Garcia.
But I love when people
Garcia.
assume that I just know every fucking thing about Spanish and I don't. Like, for instance, I was at work one time and the lady had called and I sent her an email already so she knew my name. And she called saying like, but she said it in Spanish, but I understood it. But I answered her in English. Like, she asked me, do I speak Spanish? In Spanish. And I was like, no, I speak English. She was like, oh, I just assume. I said, yeah, you assume. Because my last name was Garcia and I was sitting out here.
It's like that my
There are
job.
hella other aggressive ass Spanish names.
No, my nigga, if I see Janelle Garcia,
Yeah.
I'm
There's
thinking of-
Hernandez, there's
Yeah, but
Gonzalez,
but your name is Garcia.
Exactly.
There's
Just
Ramos. Like, what do you want
It's
me to
just
do?
like our last one. When they see it, oh, these niggas are mad Haitian.
Mad Haitian, yeah,
Yes,
but I'm not gonna
yes.
sit here and assume y'all niggas speak Creole.
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would. You just saying it because you lying.
Yeah, you lying. You lying.
No, because
My nigga, your last name is Garcia.
No.
So the one thing about when I see Garcia, I'm like, listen, this shit
No,
is
so my thing is because I don't like when people assume about me. So I would not. So when I met you, I'm not gonna sit here like, oh, this nigga is. I said he's wild Haitian.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
You see?
But
You see?
no. But I didn't say, oh, he must know Creole. I didn't assume
But
that
you assume he's wild Haitian.
because your last name's a wild
It
Haitian.
is. That's what I'm
But
saying.
no, but what I'm saying, the idea is I'm not gonna say and assume you know the language because of your last name. I'm not.
Listen, at the end of the day, you fucking with Spanish people.
So how about this? Like at my job, they call me Poppy all day. Like,
Why?
I don't know. Like they, Poppy, come here. Poppy, hey, Poppy,
Are you
what's
Spanish
up?
people?
Yeah, and that was
That's why.
Exactly.
That's just a
It's either
common
primo
thing.
or papi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as they don't call you nigga.
Yeah.
Nah.
If they from the hood, no, negro. No, moeno.
Yeah.
But moeno could be something good though.
Yeah, because it's in the song.
Oh, Mama Werewolf.
Oh,
That's bad.
that's bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
Nigga automatically was like, it's bad.
That's bad. So if they call you moeno, the moeno over there, you alright, but they low key are trying to talk about you. So no matter if they say moeno, I go to the Spanish spot by my house. I get my Puerto Rican food, you know, I be going in there, and the girls be talking about me. Look at the moeno over
They
there.
did that to me. They did that. They called me Caron and everything, and like I was like,
What does that mean? Caron.
Well, I gotta tell you though something though. People who speak a second language are mad disrespectful. Like Haitians do it all the time. They'll talk about you right in front of your face. Like right in front of your face.
I ain't get a front though.
What I used-
get a front though. I had done that till like when my homies back in the day, we see a girl and like I see a girl, she acting sus. I say something crazy. I'm like, yo, TV side, the TV side, let man, go there, son.
This is
But see, you know what it is, and that's why like language is such an interesting like take, is that you could like, I may not understand what you're saying, but your body language.
Shut it off.
If he did what he just did in spoken Creole, I'd be like, oh, he definitely talking about. So that's like, you don't even gotta know what the fuck the person's saying and know they're talking mad shit.
Though. Yeah, but, you know,
Going off track to Miss TASHA Steele, who we do want to give the superstar spotlight to this week. She was highlighted this weekend at Battle Club Pro. She's also wrestled for Innovative Pro Wrestling and Chaotic Wrestling. When I spoke to her this past weekend, I asked her, I said, well, how long have you been wrestling? She said 3 years. So just in a short amount of time, she's making so much noise in the independent scene. She was actually trained by Kevin Knight, who's out of Jersey, has a school out in Jersey, and he also trained people like Darren Young, Robbie E, who used to be in TNA, and also Miss Reba Sky, who is the wife of Matt Hardy.
So beautiful.
So my question to you, my guys, would be, what would be your dream match if you were to see Miss TASHA Steele?
I want to see her fight Tessa Blanchard.
Okay.
There's so different styles. Tessa's kind of a brawler, low key.
Yeah.
So I want to see them both fight. But Tasha's a beast, boy.
She is.
And she got thick.
Yeah. Yo, you saw her abs?
I see you, ma.
I see you, ma. Last time I saw her when I first saw her, she was a stick. Now I'm like, okay, got a little thicker. Okay.
She flexing on these niggas.
Of course, with her abs. Oh my gosh.
All right, so you say Tessa. Yo. You have no idea that car ride.
That 8-pack is getting niggas in trouble because she a beast in the ring. But we talk about other stuff off camera. But
she like to bring that shit up. You said her versus Tessa. What was your dream match against Miss STEELZ?
Her versus Mickie James.
Okay, that's random. Okay, why?
Because I feel like kind of Mickie James will bump for her and do all the little stuff to make her look good, and like. Her and her STEELZ is excellent in the ring. She got way better last time. She was good, but she got way better. I feel that her able to just learn so quickly, she will gain so much as just having a few.
Mickie James has good groundwork.
Yeah.
You know who I would love to see TASHA STEELZ go against? Ember Moon. And I say that because
that's a black version of Mickie James. I always say.
She's better than Mickie James in my opinion, but I say that to kind of piggyback off of you of the two different styles. Like Ember's more the high fly in a sense, where Tasha's more ground.
Yeah.
So I would kind of like to see. She can, but she's known for being ground heavy. So.
And I like her. And I like her dedication to the craft. She's very dedicated to the craft.
You can see that. You can see.
Yeah.
I mean, I always say it's always good to not only see someone of color wrestling, but to see a female colored wrestle.
Yes, Spanish. Like,
and she's Afro-Latina, so that shit to me is like, that shit is awesome.
My mom's beautiful.
Oh my gosh. I can't play that Chris Brown, that's on Mom
that's
Dukes.
OD. Well, I mean,
Mom Dukes is off limits.
Is she though?
There's mama songs out there. 2 Chainz just made one.
It's what? Y'all fucking love 2 Chainz. He's like so underrated.
No, I'm talking about mama songs. Like certain moms, like if I know you, I won't try to smash your mother. That's just automatically disrespectful.
But if you wanted to smash their mom, then would it still be disrespectful?
Yeah, because like I like her. Like she's one of my favorite wrestlers, so I can't do that, B. Can't do that, B.
She is my top 5 of like indie wrestlers. I gotta see more indie wrestlers.
Female, yeah.
Yeah, so like I can't do that to her, B. Like no.
But
and I feel like how that she will kick me in my face really hard.
I feel like anybody would kick you in your face.
No. You see, I would bang someone's mom if I don't know them.
So that's still ground disrespectful.
No, I don't know you to bang your moms.
But that's still somebody's
No, it's
mom.
not. Okay, I don't know you.
What's crazy is this one's dying.
You know, at this age, you're like, hey, you fucking somebody's mom.
Of course. I be OD on the kids. I be violating the kids. Like,
wait, don't say.
Wait, what you
what?
want?
Yeah,
I just teach after school, whatever, right? And I no, not after school. When I used to be around church, whatever, right? That's when the kids saw something disrespectful. I know their mother. I'm like, listen, nigga. I said, listen, nigga. I could bang your mother tonight, all right?
Why would you tell a 7-year-old
to remind them that to remind them
your mom, I can get these cheeks from your mom.
Exactly. To remind them that I'm capable of banging your mother. And like me and her are the same exact age. All I gotta do is say the right thing.
But like,
and that's
is
it.
that
I'm
a bad
banging
thing that the mom is getting smashed? Like, I don't understand how
her. No, it's
that's
not.
happening.
No, it's not. No, it's not. And after that, I bang her. I'm eating the fruit snacks. That's it.
Okay, so the real punishment is you eating up the snacks,
The
not smashing
snacks,
the mom.
playing the Xbox, leaving a save file.
See, you the type
So
of
would you consider
nigga.
girl with kids?
Yeah, I would.
No, so he's the type of nigga like from Baby Boy. What Ving Rhames was in Baby Boy.
No, Ving Rhames wasn't the bad guy. It was
He
Tyrese
wasn't.
fault.
This nigga woke.
Explain.
I'm sorry. And I'm not saying he was the bad guy, but yo, this nigga was walking around that lady house buttable ass naked.
He made breakfast
And
still.
nobody was paying bills with the mama. Like,
No,
Whoa.
So paying bills.
My nigga was paying bills, B.
You got
but
the
they was
biscuit
helping in the
TV.
garden.
He was helping in the garden.
But do we know that was real work or was it work?
No, because he got out of jail. Remember, he tried to turn his life around.
He was fixing stuff.
He was fixing
Yo,
stuff.
he got a garage.
But
Yeah. He
regardless,
got the jumpsuit.
My point was,
But the
you
TV
the type of
for her-
nigga that smashed someone's mom and be in their house buttable ass naked.
No,
with
that's him.
Xbox.
That's him.
I keep it a buck with you. I can date a girl with a child, but the baby father gotta be dead.
No, that's OD. That's
No,
unrealistic.
No, hold on, wait, time out. The nigga gotta be dead or in jail.
That's
in jail for
OD.
life.
How's that OD?
How's that OD? I'm not dealing with this nigga baby father.
But just because, so here's the thing, and I have someone very close to me, one of my close friends. Her real dad and her mom remarried when she was young. She was like 4.
Yeah.
Her mom remarried, and her mom had another baby, so she has a brother. Blah blah blah. Her stepdad is her dad, and her real dad is alive, and she knows who he is and stuff. But you can't just kill the real father off just because.
No,
you,
I'm not saying I'm
just
killing the real
because
father.
you think it's gonna be drama. Not every
No,
situation
I'm selfish, my
is
nigga.
gonna be
My
that
nigga, if I come in this picture, you dead or in jail.
You see
and I'm taking over the
You
position.
see what me? I made 72 rules, alright?
You understand me, Leo?
Well, how about this? He just gets sodomized and traumatized so badly he doesn't want to be around any of us.
Why would you do what?
So, yeah.
So we're gonna go to
We're gonna go back to wrestling because
That's a good idea.
I don't know
That's a
what
good
the fuck
idea.
that was about. Like,
If you sodomize him, you get
No,
traumatized.
it's not-
why was sodomized the first thing, the top of the list?
You know why?
That was the question.
Because that would fuck him up. You'll get fucked up over getting sodomized.
Nigga, you fucked up with a nigga dead.
You get it? No, if you sodomize,
Alright.
you stay alive. Dead,
So we're
you
gonna
dead.
No, man, you're just weird.
We're gonna move on to
Talk about getting
our
sodomized.
fake
What?
A-Rab money. So a few weeks ago, we presented Crown Jewel coming to WWE Network at Saudi Arabia. And this nigga really said sodomized. Like, I'm still stuck on that. Like, I'm sorry. Like, what?
This
Like,
nigga said sodomized,
that shit makes no sense.
No,
Like,
not
what if that was you?
Exactly.
Yo,
If somebody sodomized me, I would never want to go around them ever again.
Yo, can we talk about the subject, son?
It's like rape. If somebody rapes you, would you ever want to see them again?
Come on, son, let's talk about this.
Oh, see the family?
Can we talk about
Okay,
A-Rap,
alright.
son?
Please.
So, as everyone knows, there's been some very, very rough waters heading towards this Crown Jewel event, which is supposedly, in quotation, supposed to be happening still in Saudi Arabia, or is it? So apparently there's a huge meeting happening this week where WWE will make their final decision on if they will or will not be in Saudi Arabia doing Crown Jewel. So rumors has it that they've been shopping around and looking for other venues, actually in the States. But for those that do not know, there was a journalist that was in Saudi Arabia that was executed, an American journalist. And a lot of people in the United States government have been like lobbying and telling and having a problem with WWE's relationship with Saudi Arabia. So with this event, it kind of puts WWE like between a rock and a hard place because you have this like almost 10-year deal with the country to do all these wrestling events, but now like you have the possibility of ripping that up with Crown Jewel away, and well, who knows what's gonna happen. So, also reportedly, another bump in the road per se, is that John Cena and Daniel Bryan have both vocalized their issues with going to Saudi Arabia and actually have said they are refusing to go to Saudi Arabia. if the event continues there because of everything that's going on, that's happened over there. And at first, like we talked about, I didn't think it was gonna, I didn't think it was that serious. I think, once again, it's a business. Like, you have to, the thing, and as wrestling fans and regular people, you have to always know how to split business and pleasure. And the business aspect of it, they got all this money coming to them. As a business, you don't want to mess up that business deal. But then on the flip side, you got your top guy, that your draw, because people don't believe John Cena is still a draw, but guess what? John Cena is still a fucking draw. You got your biggest guy, one of your biggest guys on the card saying, I'm not showing up, period. So, my question to you guys, is Crown Jewel happening in Saudi Arabia? If not, where would you like to see the event happening? Because those that do know, they have announced they have this World Cup tournament, which is full of Americans in it, besides Rey Mysterio, who's Mexican, so I don't understand how a World Cup is included.
He's American too.
Regardless, I don't understand how World Cup does not include people from around the world, but they have this World Cup tournament with Kurt Angle, John Cena, Rey Mysterio, The Miz, Seth Rollins, Ziggler. Yeah, too. Ziggler, and I feel like I'm missing someone else. But regardless, they have that World Cup, and they also have now, because of Roman Reigns' relinquish of the Universal Championship, now it is a one-on-one match between Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar. So, once again, guys, is this event happening? Yes or no? And then if not in Saudi Arabia, where would you like to see the event happen?
It's up to the U.S. If the U.S. say on some, nah, they ain't going, they ain't going.
No, it's up to Vince McMahon.
No.
Like, this is not a diplomatic thing.
No. Before I came here, they said it. Vince wants to have it.
Yeah.
But it's out of his hands. Because it's up to the U.S.
Well,
the U.S. tell them that they're not doing that show, they're not doing that show.
I would say if it was out of his hands, then it would be more of whoever has stock in the company.
No, it's the U.S.
Because it's a publicly traded company.
It's the U.S. The U.S. No, it is. They reported it. You look it up right now. They said it. The U.S. is up to the U.S. The U.S. said they're not going. They ain't going.
I find that super hard.
It's a little bit of a lot of things going on. So first of all, it's the U.S. The U.S. is involved.
I didn't finish my point.
No, but I'm just saying the U.S. is also involved. So what are you saying then?
I'm saying that the U.S. on something like, if they say no, it's a no, because they have to be out there by a certain day just to set up all that, the whole arena and everything like that. So they have busted some time to find out who to let them go or not. And if anything, I'd rather them, just to make it up, if they was really smart, they probably should do an MSG. Just to make up that rock relation that they have.
There's an issue with doing something. So here's the issue with doing it in an arena. It's basketball season.
Yeah.
So that always plays a trick in it. You still have other people doing concerts and things like that. Like, getting an arena like this can be very difficult.
Of course, but overall though, I just feel like how that, it's a real sticky situation. This is just very sticky. And at this point, if I was Vince, honestly, I will definitely be up to all the talent, because I see it as a business sense. Like, you was like, they give you all this back, you want to honor that contract, but I just feel like at this point, you gotta let it down.
Yeah.
You gotta let the talent decide if they want to do it at this point in the game. That's what I believe.
All right. I mean, I think in the business aspect, I mean, I'm that person where if this is where you announced it, this is where it's happening. Like, I feel like it's in business, it's very hard to, in a sense, renege on such an event on this scale. But I think the game changer was John Cena saying that he wasn't gonna go. Exactly. So I do think that if they were to do it, I think it should still be international.
Yeah. You're gonna do it.
If you're gonna do it, I would look at UK. I would look either in the UK or back in Australia if they can. But I think the UK would make more sense. I think the UK would be open to it. And I think it makes sense just brand-wise, like branding, to do that. So that's what I would think. But I think once again, I'm a firm believer the show must go on. Like, you can't just because once again of unfortunate events that events that are out of your control. That you have the show stops.
You go political. People really do pick and choose the causes that they want to care about.
Oh, absolutely.
Because if that's the case, it's just what about the injustice of black people in America? So I don't see.
But there's just injustices in general, not just for black people.
How much I did raping Africa with natural resources and stuff like that. But hey, what do I know, right?
No, it's not about that. What do you know? I'm just saying there are, once again, and that's that fine line of once again business and a political mindset, because as everyone knows, the McMahons are Republicans. Everyone knows that. But that does not mean that there are certain things, certain issues, or certain values that they have that aren't, on a liberal stance or on a democratic stance. You have to always, it's that fine line in political stuff that I don't even like talking about, because at the end of the day, it should just be equal and be fair, but that's just not the world we live in. But Sir Wilkins, question to you once again. Do you think Crown Jewel is happening in Saudi Arabia? If not, where would you like to see it?
My first things first is, why the fuck did they sign a 10-year contract?
When you sign a deal,
it was a little.
You want a long-term commitment.
No, but it's a little ridiculous though. It's 10 years. That's 10 years.
10 years.
Oh, did you turn the live feedback on?
Yeah. It's 10 years to a very shaky place. They didn't really look into it. They looked at the money first. That was my biggest thing when you start looking at the situation. You signed a 10-year contract with these guys.
It's not even something no matter what. It's not a 10-year contract with Fox.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to put my opinion on the whole situation, because you can think what you want to think, but look at the facts. It's Saudi Arabia is one of those countries that's trying to make themselves look better. That's why they're using WWE, to show that they're at a different place in the world, and they're trying to that they're more progressive now. Is the event still going to go on? Yes. They're going to find some way to put on this event because it's such a huge card, and they have a lot of people on board. And you were right. Cena saying no.
Yeah, that for me, I was like, oh shit.
This was no. And the reason why Cena's saying no is because
his Hollywood career.
Yeah, it's his Hollywood career.
And besides, when people replay back, I forgot the dude's name, but people replay back the clip that he said, this country's progressive, this, that, and third. They basically use that against him.
Yeah, they even came out The Rock.
Yeah, because The Rock, I think, tweeted something it was something from months ago that people were dug back up now because it's what's going on now with Saudi Arabia.
Because he went out to dinner today, it was a great dinner, and he met them, blah, blah, blah. And to be honest, it probably was a great dinner.
It probably was an awesome fucking time.
It probably was treated right, so what's wrong with him saying that? And people are digging this show because they're trying to find a narrative to go up against them so they can leave.
Right.
And it's pretty simple.
If you're gonna leave for the right reasons. Don't leave because my thing is don't pussy out. If this is what you signed up for, you gotta follow through on certain things.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's also people feel scared. Sami Zayn is laughing right now.
Oh, because that nigga already knew he was not invited to the party for religious reasons.
He wasn't fuck with them at all. He wasn't fuck with them at all. And go back to what I'm saying. Why the fuck did you sign a 10-year deal with these guys?
10 years.
Why did you chase the money that hard?
10 years.
But I think tomorrow they have their quarterly meeting when they come up with stock holders and everything like that. And we'll really find out tomorrow.
Yeah, by the end of this week, we should really find, because once again, the only two matches I know is that World Cup shit and the title match. Other than that,
because it's
in limbo.
Oh, and the New Day, it's a New Day versus the Bar and the Barkeeper match.
And the what?
Oh, Big Show, the Bar and the bartender of the Big Show.
Yeah.
Versus the New Day.
The Barkeeper, it's a weird match that they have.
Wait, the bartender?
I don't know what it's a weird match name.
Okay, I missed the first 20 minutes of SmackDown.
Yeah, that's
so that's what that sounded like. I'm like, excuse me?
It's weird, and listen, they got to know what the fuck they're gonna do. Because time is ticking.
Yeah. Side note, ever since when Arizona changed their cam and changed their bottle, ever since it was see-through.
What do you mean?
It was never see-through, B.
Yeah, it wasn't. They just changed it.
Listen, branding happens every day, B. But we're going to move on to our last topic, which is the rumor of this week. So as everyone knows, SmackDown Live will find its new home October 2019,
I'm so
live on Fox. I I think it's gonna be awesome. I know it's gonna be awesome. But apparently, everything is awesome. But apparently, Fox wants SmackDown Live to have more of a sports environment to it. And by doing that, they reportedly requested the current and reigning UFC light heavyweight champion, for now, because Brock's coming for that ass, and heavyweight champion Daniel, how do you say his last name?
Cormier.
Now, is he Asian? Like, what?
No.
That just sounds fancy as hell.
It's just a name, nigga.
Oh, it's a regular nigga name? Oh, my bad. So they requested him to be positioned as a commentator for the show. Thoughts, concerns? Because
No,
this
it's
shit
bullshit.
is dumb.
No, this is a fucking UFC fight.
It is
Nigga, go
dumb.
sit down and
Unless
sit
this nigga and Brock Lesnar are fighting on SmackDown Live, that's the only way I'm
down. Supposedly
gonna
he's
see
a
it.
huge wrestling fan. Supposedly.
Yes. No, I did hear that.
And
I knew that before his last match, before Brock went in the octagon and got in his face. So yes,
he was smiling mad hard.
Mad hard.
When Braun pushed it.
This is happening.
Oh my god, my hero is pushed me.
That's how you be. Always smiling.
So I'm a happy
He's just a happy nigga.
Sorry, you angry at the world.
I'm angry. You don't want to lose. Y'all at the show. Yo, every
You
week.
just make him seem like he was Braun Strowman.
Who does that?
You.
He does not do this.
I do not do that.
You.
Now you being dramatic. All right.
No,
So you
That's
say this is
bullshit.
a dub. What about you? Do you think SmackDown Live, because it's gonna be on the Fox, brand, do you think that whole connotation of, it being more sports, like a sports?
No,
vibe?
I like it personally of them making it more of a sports show. They supposedly didn't want to get rid of
Because they
that.
want more wrestling.
They want more wrestling, and that's how SmackDown used to be.
Correct.
Because if you remember when the brand split first started, SmackDown had more of a fight, like a UFC type of feel to it.
And they gotta bring that back.
Yeah, because I remember after matches, certain matches, people used to come in and interview them as it was tired. They had different camera angles.
They're gonna go back to how it was with SmackDown when they had the SmackDown 6. And when Paul Heyman was running
They
the
have to,
show.
but I think that they try to strike twice because Morello, when he was on SmackDown, oh man, he was the best commentary on the main roster. And he's the killer. He gave that real fight feel.
But I'm not putting Cormier.
But that's because that's his background.
Yeah,
So
he's
there's-
fucking
so
in boxing.
unless like you're gonna get more guys that have come from that realm
But
of
you
sports.
can't always strike
into-
twice. Sometimes like you get lucky, sometimes you don't.
No, I mean,
but
it
you know
goes
what?
both ways. Because look at, what's her name? Carly? Look, Caruso, that everyone is like dreamy eyes over. She's working at ESPN now. Renee Young came from the ESPN world. So, like,
No, it's possible.
you never know.
But Cormier hasn't. Where the fuck has Cormier announced?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
There's a difference between when you have Renee, who has the pedigree in the background in announcing something,
Yeah.
but instead of putting this big UFC nigga next to fucking whoever's gonna be announcing during that time,
Yeah, I
and taking
know.
up most of the fucking space
That shit
because he's a
wild.
big ass motherfucker and doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Shout
Mac
out
and
to
you-
One Sweet Wrestling Podcast out of Texas. Thank you for joining.
Woo! Texas! Shout out to Texas. Big booty bitches.
The big booty.
Nothing like southern big booties. Nothing like southern big booties.
Anyway, so we're going to move right along to our second segment, which is the WWE recap.
Recap.
Wait. Pause.
If you want to start,
Recording?
before you start recording, if you want to start putting down your favorite heel turns, so we could talk about it during that segment, please do so now. Okay, now you can start.
Recording.
That's my shit.
Oh.
Chewy as so hot. Damn, I just compared. That's my shit. Alright, so our WWE recap this week. Once again, we started off Raw very somber, but we ended Raw with, I think, the biggest heel turn of 2019. So, 2018, excuse me. So guys, 2 ups, 2 downs. I mean, clearly the one down, I think everyone across the board is going to be Roman Reigns, so.
Nah, that don't count.
Oh.
I don't count as nothing. That's
What
not,
you mean?
that's not
That was a part of the
wrestling.
show.
That's not wrestling.
That's Joe.
That's Joe talking, B.
Oh, it
Nigga,
was a
Joe
segment?
trying for Joe. That's not a segment.
That
That's real
wasn't a
life.
segment?
That was real life.
It's your life.
But this
That's not a segment. It's not about wrestling.
just because-
No, it's not.
No, but you
We
can't
don't
say
have the
it's
breast
not a
cancer.
segment.
We don't have the breast cancer
But
as a
you can't say
segment.
something's not a segment because it's a real thing.
We do not count the breast
That
cancer
is a segment.
But we don't give no ups and downs to
In
that, right?
definition, mentioned that is a segment,
Well,
and
we don't
you
give no
just
ups or
said
downs to
one
the
of y'all
wrestling
definitely said like you tired of them doing that shit in the middle of the show.
Okay,
I didn't
but
say that.
I don't get no ups
Wrong
and downs
group
to
chat.
it. But
Chat.
No,
I was looking
this
at
one definitely said that a few weeks ago.
okay, but I don't get no ups and downs to it. I'm just tired of it, but doesn't mean I say get off the screen.
The point that I'm making is that it's a segment regardless. So, but whatever. 2 ups, 2 downs. Go for it.
Ruby Riott won this week?
See, that's why you should watch.
My up is Dean Ambrose. That's all it is.
We're gonna hold Dean until both of you go, because that is the only up.
Drew McIntyre starting his feud with Braun Strowman. That was a good up.
Yeah.
That was a good
Solid.
up. My down was that weird ass Ember Moon and Nia Dana Brooke Tamina match. That fatal four.
Because that was the same shit from last week.
Yeah,
So it just didn't make
really
sense.
weird and it wasn't that good.
Ooh. Excuse me. Alright, any downs or?
No, I said my down was that fucking.
Yo, this whole shit happened within the first hour of Raw. Like, I didn't even see Kane or anybody. I didn't see that. It's mad funny.
With me, my ups is I guess Elias smashing the thing over Baron Corbin.
Well, Elias faced
I mean, overall, like Raw was a solid show. You know, I haven't really big complaint. Another down I have to say is, dang.
My down was Paul Heyman.
No.
Why?
My down.
And that segment
Let me
with
finish.
Go ahead.
I say, again, I'm not a big fan of Evolution because I don't feel the big fight feel from it. So even if I hype it up now, I don't feel like the sense of like, I want to see this pay-per-view. I'm more like, well, man, you know, I support. Fine,
But that's
cool.
indicate review. The last, if it's not a big 4, that's how most people are feeling. So,
But there's not that one match sorry. My boo Becky Lynch match. I'm looking forward for that match.
so then don't say
Oh, that's the Bush was out.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
That's why that whole
They put him
segment with Alicia Fox and Mickey James happened because of
They put my boo in there, Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox's, which she shouldn't. I mean,
I'm fine.
I don't understand how the fuck you have, and we're gonna do some predictions shortly. But I just don't understand how the fuck you don't have Sasha Banks nor Born as Bailey in your whole fucking Battle Royal shit. Like, that shit blows my mind.
No, Sasha's wrestling.
No, but she's wrestling in that tag match. She's not in the Battle Royal.
You sure?
She
All
probably
the
in the battle
females
royal.
that's in that picture, I'll be surprised because they posted all the females in that Battle Royal, past, present, in that shit.
Tell you that.
So that shit would throw me for a fucking loop.
fucking.
I wonder if it's gonna be like a Royal Rumble type, like if they're gonna do like a 90-second and then count down and have 30 bitches in that shit. I wonder. But anyway. Okay, so you said
Trash.
you're down. I don't like that y'all say that like that. That's not nice.
It's because it's women.
Yeah, like
No, it's not because
I mean,
it's women. I'm not
regardless,
saying
I
that.
just feel like, and it's just a personal thing for me, especially growing up, like regardless of how everyone sees it, the fact that they're doing this and it's not going to be the first time, like it's only going to get better from
Crazy thing
here.
about it, TNA did it better.
They're only doing it because they can't go to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
No, that was done before Saudi Arabia.
They had this all planned out.
Exactly.
This was done way before Saudi Arabia.
No, I'm telling you, that's what they're doing.
So, but we can now discuss the best heel turn of this year is awarded to no other than my guy, and I hope to see no bandwagoners on this one, Dean motherfucking Ambrose. So as everyone has watched, the Raw Tag Team Championship match at the end of Raw was Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler versus the 2/3 of the Shield, Seth Rollins and Dean motherfucking Ambrose. And not only did we get new tag team champions out of this, but we had the best heel turn this year.
Do you say it was a good heel turn because the Roman situation?
No. I honestly, I'm the type of fan, I can separate the two. So to me, I didn't even connect the Roman shit to that. To me, I connected it to where it's been building and building, and then they made you kind of forget that they were even building to that animosity. You forgot about that shit.
True.
And then they won the title. So you really are some like, yo, the Shield back to like, oh shit. And then he fucking dirty deeds him in the middle of the fucking like, and then walked up like how they enter. It's the little things, like this one always says, it's the little things. He walked back up the arena steps, walked through, and then there's clips If you look on the internet, there's a clip of like him walking through like the arena and somebody's just like screaming, "Why? Why?" Like, nigga, fuck you mean why? Like, why not?
It was, but I'm telling you, the Roman thing added to it.
No, I think the Roman thing added a bump to it. Like it added that, like a few episodes ago we talked about that shock value. I think it added to the shock value in it because it was totally not something you was expecting, like at all.
You didn't. And that's why.
But that was the beauty.
Yeah, everyone's saying that.
it.
Yo, how you gonna do it? Your man Roman's dying, B. How you do to Roman, B?
But it's not being done. But see, the thing is, they did.
It was supposed to happen after
It was supposed to
Survivor
happen around Survivor Series time. But once again, because of how they position things, I honestly forgot that they were built like they were giving us.
I thought they did a really good job, and it was the best time for them to do it. Like,
it's unfortunate that it was the same night. But
no, it had to be. It had to be the same night because you lost your top guy. Now you have to find a different feud. This was perfect timing.
This was a great clap back to when Seth did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just really good storytelling.
Like whoever was at the table and said, you know what, guys, this is what we should do. Shout out to you because that shit.
Who's Vince?
Neither shout out to Vince. Like whoever it was, I can't pinpoint. I'm not that person.
Because Vince has his hands.
I wasn't in the room, so I can't say per se. But I just think that this was honestly this is good not only for Ambrose. This is good for wrestling fans. Like this.
You think that this was set up for a nice return for Jason Jordan?
Jason Jordan's not coming back.
Oh no, he's done. He's done. Is what they don't want to tell you.
He's done.
He's done.
Okay. I think
he's done.
His neck is done.
Yeah, his neck is done. It's worse than Angle at this point.
He's done.
Yeah.
But this was one of the better Raws altogether of this year. And the way it ended, like you said, it was all the little things that was done. There was storytelling done.
Absolutely. Yo, Renee Young, and if you don't know, Renee Young is his actual wife. She didn't say not a fucking thing that entire segment. Like, she was quiet. She, like, when Dean did the dirty, she said, oh, and that's it. You didn't hear nothing else after that. Oh, you heard it's Michael Cole. So
he probably told her like, yo, tonight. All right, cool, and she rolled with him. That's it.
I'm excited for like when, not to say wrestling's been a flatline, but like when you have that flatline and you give it that jolt. This was the jolt wrestling fans needed.
So this night did something great for the culture because it got people talking again.
Right.
Like a lot, so the Roman thing happened, then this happens after, people are talking about it, people are tweeting about it. It's getting that buzz that evolution doesn't have.
Yeah.
So you need that, especially when it's such a large brand. Especially going into this final quarter meeting that you guys are gonna have, you need that buzz going in because Raw ratings have been down.
Yeah, and I mean, once again, as everyone knows, we are entering the month of November, which is Survivor Series season, and then really, it's starting to look like WrestleMania all over again. Before you know it, April will be here.
Yeah, April's gonna be there, and then it's probably gonna go into April.
But then again, though, it's kind of like how it was a couple of years ago, where everybody was injured. Joe was out, Roman's out, Bobby's out.
But when you have that injury,
Kevin's out, Sammy's out.
But
I honestly think Kevin and Sammy will be back. If not by Mania season, then definitely they'll come back on the Raw after Mania. They're on that cusp.
Yeah, but also when you have people injured, the next guy has to step up. It's like the Patriots.
That's what I'm saying.
Like whoever's in line, do your job. And that's an opportunity that you
need to. And people are forgetting that NXT. Got some people that have might get called up.
I think my son Apollo Crews to get that to get.
But then they haven't fucking last week. I was so hyped because I was like, okay, they might do something with Apollo, cool. And then they haven't fucking jogged
Apollo's gotta wait, because my man Leo Rush and Bobby Lashley.
All right, Bobby's injured.
What?
Yeah, I heard he's injured.
Somebody need to confirm that.
Yo, confirm that.
He told me Elijah. I knew who you meant, but I was just like, is he talking to the powers that be on WWE? Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yo, E.
If we had Oh, what was it? The fucking computer GM.
Let's not talk about that.
All right, so we're gonna move on to SmackDown. Those that do not know, SmackDown was here in Newark, New Jersey, and it was not that exciting at all.
Well, it wasn't exciting because of what happened on Raw.
No.
No, I'm telling you, it was already.
I think it was already like a move killer,
Yeah, but
you already set up to where you have the rematch that you had at SmackDown 1000. So now that shit don't seem special at all. Then you had Rey Mysterio versus Miz, which actually I thought was really good.
Yeah.
But then you end off fucking SmackDown with Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy again. That got nothing to do with Roman.
Look at they were stale. And then
But that's what I'm saying. But that nothing to do with Roman.
Did it when they said people fall asleep in the crowd?
Because that shit, I checked out. After Miz and fucking Ray, I checked out.
It was wild.
So I don't know, but guys, what else are we missing about SmackDown?
No, that's it.
Next.
Yeah, like damn, like I wish it was better. I mean, but the whole Shane McMahon fucking killing me, like introducing the main event. It was like, bro, just because you live across the river does not mean your services is that needed, that required. But shout out to our guy from Ashana Wrestling, Slick Dick. He was front row for SmackDown with his rock hoodie.
Looking mad
But shout out to him and shout out to my guys, Green Man and Michael J. Putty from Ashana Wrestling.
Shout out to my boy
podcast. Do you want
the official Yaya shirt? The official. Shout out to my boy Yaya. It's my guy.
That's my guy too.
No, that's my guy because I said it first.
Just because you say it first don't mean it's
part
your
of
guy.
wrestling.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Join
us. Join us. All right, so we have come to.
I got it from Cultaholic. You know what that is?
What is that?
It's a wrestling YouTube show.
No, mine. You know, I'm all about Botchamania right now, so that's all I watch.
Wait, y'all don't watch World Culture Wrestling?
I watch World Culture.
World Culture's cool, yeah.
Y'all watch Wrestle Talk?
I watch that all the time.
You watch Cultaholic?
No.
Y'all watch Cultaholic?
I mean, I don't really have time to watch a lot of stuff.
Oh
You
man.
partied in the weekend.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I didn't do nothing last weekend. Last weekend. Actually, what I did last weekend.
And she
I
does
went
like
to see
this.
Halloween. That's not actually pause. That's not how I am.
Oh, she's not like this.
No, that's.
What did you last weekend?
I was going to see Halloween.
Huh?
Who was with you last weekend?
Exactly, but on Sunday I went to go see Halloween. So I didn't party last week because I was with Charlie's by myself.
By yourself?
Yeah.
I don't believe.
I know. I don't believe her. I don't believe
Yo, that's the one thing that I actually love doing by
I don't
myself.
believe you.
Is fucking the movies because I hate when niggas is trying to talk to me during the fucking movie. Like, don't talk to me. I'm gonna watch the shit. Like, don't do
You
that.
bring a drink with you, right?
Huh?
Bring a
What?
drink with you.
No, like I just put on some like sweats or something, my St. John's hoodie, and I went to the.
Can you just wear regular clothes when you go to movies by yourself?
No, I did. No,
She did.
I mean, you gotta put on sweats.
That is regular.
That's regular clothes.
I mean, like pants and like.
That is
Nigga,
pants.
it was windy
Or
as fuck
Wampa?
on Sunday. Why am I dressing up for the fucking movies? Are you kidding
To
me?
go by
It's
myself.
Sunday. To go by myself, right? Like what? But Halloween actually I thought was not bad.
Was it really good?
I thought it was decent. Like
I wanted to see it on Sunday, but I couldn't because I had babysit.
Why don't you bring
because you had to watch your children.
It's NC-17.
But you jerk off in front of them.
Whoa,
It's different.
How do we? Oh, yo,
And you watch porn in front
this
of them.
shit is wild.
And you watch porn in front of them.
Oh, you know what's so funny? It's so funny about that, real quick. So I found out the other day is that they jerk off now. Like they just full on. Like I've had them since like
Well, that's
Saturday.
because they are experimenting and finding out what their body
No, because they
parts
watched
are.
me do it. Like they do it the same way I do it. Like my baby mom said to me, she was like,
Wow.
"Yeah, like I was bathing them and like I just tried to change them and he just grabbed his dick just the way you do it. And he was just playing like how he just forced to be
But
doing it and let go."
kids gonna
You
just
And
play
he's
with
talking about, I couldn't take him to see Halloween because N17. When he jerks off in
Nigga,
my
you're
porn in front of them.
NC-17. You're
And
hard.
he watched porn in front of them. But that's normal.
Yo, we just got my nigga. You know that's like child endangerment, my nigga. You can't do stuff like that.
Nah, he was strangling his dick. That's what you
No,
do.
you can't do that. Fuck them. You can't jerk off one of your kids, B.
No, I agree. Kids, don't do that.
Niggas don't do that.
But kids are
Now
going.
stop.
Oh, that's
No, you didn't. You didn't because you would have said it when I said that you jerking off on your kid. You did not say that. Don't lie, B.
as of recently now, I stopped. Like,
Okay, that's good.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
This morning.
Nigga said yesterday. Wow. So we have come to our question of this week. Jesus Christ. In honor of my guy, Dean motherfucking Ambrose, we are going to talk about your favorite heel turn. So all day today we have, pulled, we've questioned around, we've asked so many people what were their thoughts on their favorite
Yeah, Bobby
heel
Lashley's
turn.
injured.
Oh shit, what happened to
It's
Bobby?
okay, so it's confirmed. It's okay, but he's been wrestling with some mild injuries. Like
Well,
most
Bobby old as fuck, so
Oh, you be good then.
should catch up to you.
looked
Oh,
like you were trying to say it was cold. Like,
what?
No, I'm getting over a cold.
oh,
Oh, I feel better.
oh, that's why you're in a sweater for.
Yes.
Cause it's cold outside.
And the tea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep the dick strong.
And what?
What kind of tea is that?
Wait, tea makes no. So now he gonna think his dick can be strong because he's
Green
drinking fucking
Green tea.
tea.
Green tea's good for your dick.
Step up hibiscus.
No, green tea's good for your
Nigga
dick.
No, it's
says-
not. Why are you lying?
Nigga says that, but
How do you know?
But do you understand?
Why?
You want to drink some green tea? Yeah, that's what I'm smiling, my nigga. You want to drink some green tea? Because antioxidants, my nigga, good for your blood
Yo,
flow.
but I like how he says step up.
Biscuits.
Hibiscus. Like what?
Hibiscus is the shit.
To
I like my green tea with my honey.
Like my Lipton with my lemon. And like
Because
5
it's lemon.
sugars.
Oh no. You wildin'. No sugar for me, honey bee.
Honey bee.
You can use brown sugar.
Nah.
Honey.
No, I mean
Honey.
if you're gonna use
That's that natural.
Hell
That's that
yeah. You
natural.
got the You got the spoon. You put the honey in it, and you stir
I
it.
have no patience.
Yeah.
That shit is annoying.
That's that
Anyway.
natural. Mother Nature pussy juice, B.
Now, Elijah said, yeah, stop that. You can catch an ACS case. We keep trying to tell you this. You don't listen.
I already caught one.
Let's try
Yo.
this.
Next.
I'm just saying, all right, so we're
Next,
going to talk
next.
about our favorite
Wow.
heel turns.
Wow.
Wow. It's
Yo, come on next, please.
But I am going next. You can't
Yo, heel
rush.
turn. Yo,
You
heel
can't
turn.
rush
Yeah,
because you
fine.
don't want to talk about something.
Yo, come on, okay? I don't feel uncomfortable a lot of times, but I feel wild comfortable. Okay, please
This is
continue.
not a couple.
But do you
And I
understand?
work with kids, so I can't be next to
Yo,
a nigga that does this type of wild shit.
How y'all mad at me?
Yo, I
I've
know
been saying.
I
I've been
You're
saying.
the host. Come on.
I've
move
been
forward,
saying
man.
fucking what's your favorite heel turn for the last 2 minutes.
Okay, I apologize.
And then y'all niggas is sitting here like, yo, can we finish? I tried.
Yeah,
And y'all out here giggling.
Because we're uncomfortable, okay?
That's not my
We're
fucking problem. You
uncomfortable.
better fix it.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable.
I'm not uncomfortable.
This nigga's nasty, man.
But
Yo,
guess what?
Hold on. My
Guess
favorite
what?
heel
You
turn.
already knew we
My
already knew
favorite,
this.
like I said before, my favorite heel turn. I told this in the group chat. Paul Bearer. Come on, son. Let me get my heel turn off, B.
It's trash though.
Why is that a trash heel turn? Nigga, Paul Bearer on the Undertaker, right?
I'm listening.
Yeah. And you know what happened after? Undertaker burned this nigga's face, and he was like, "Woo! Woo!" He started just like that. He started just like that, right? He said, "Woo! Woo! Woo!"
Why you're at a level 10. You should come down.
And then they put the coat over his face, and then they're in the hospital, and then Mankind is wheeling him. He's like, "Oh, what's wrong? Paul, are you okay?"
It was great. Okay, so what I will give you is it was great storytelling. It
Yes!
was great.
Okay.
But favorite?
Nigga, it's my favorite. I'm sorry. And niggas can't like the shit. You know a typical fucking Virgo. If you don't like what they like, they against you.
Oh well.
Well, my favorite one,
Do better.
my favorite one was when like X-Pac turned on King. I felt that was mad disrespectful. But you told him.
Oh, does he smash his bitch?
Yo, son, you told him how to talk. You told him how to smoke hookah. You told him how to ride a
Hey,
bike.
Dennis Girls Podcast. Hey, girls. No. Go ahead. I'm
You told him
listening.
how
The
to talk.
BBWs of the podcast world.
I ain't got friend. They could
What the fuck am I? Chopped liver?
I'm saying.
You Oprah.
Oprah's not BBW. She's Monique.
Aw. I don't know whether to take it as a compliment or what the fuck. But I'm just gonna say compliment.
No, stop talking to this man.
Exactly.
That's my guy.
Yo,
Like,
come on, I'm
I
out
don't
with it.
care.
Come on,
That's
like,
my guy.
This nigga nasty.
That's
You
why I
already
said-
knew this nigga was nasty, so my thing is I accept you for who you
Oh
are.
yeah, by the way, Dead Ass Girls, why is Sophia Rose not on your top 5 porn stars? Answer my question, Dead Ass Girls, but go ahead.
What's their top 5?
Wait, what? First of all, when we go on their podcast, we'll figure that out. Thank you.
Are we inviting this guy? I don't know, he might touch one of them.
He won't.
I can't go.
Yo, my best friend was definitely talking about shit the other day from Jobber Slam. Which is a great segue into our breaking news before we do continue our heel turn talk. Is that we are going to be throwing our Jobber Series party the night of NXT TakeOver War Games. So more details will be coming out as the weeks progress. But please save the date. We are going to party like it's 1999 and it's Deadly Games Survivor Series style. So make sure you save that date. NXT War Games is the same night, which I think is November 17th. Save the date, November 17th, Jobber Series in honor of Survivor Series. So make sure you're there. More details to come.
Like I was saying, one of my favorite heel turns.
Favorite heel turns whack.
Just like yours.
Favorite heel turns whack.
His is actually unique because I would never thought of that.
Trash.
No.
Just like him.
Oh shit.
Just like fucking him.
How am I trash?
Because you are trash.
You know what?
That's not nice.
You fucking trash, me.
You know what?
You tight?
This is why I turn heel on him.
You tight?
Ooh.
You tight? You tight? You
Word
pussy,
like-
nigga. You pussy.
What? How did it just turn?
Suck my dick, nigga. I'm
Wait,
out.
that's mad aggressive.
I'm
You
out.
pussy, son.
I ain't tolerate this. I ain't tolerate this.
You pussy, bitch. Cut the cameras.
It's the Jobbers Tears Podcast.